You're in Carroll County, Baltimore County. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that is producing some considerable damage. Winds estimated at 70 miles per hour right now. That is near hurricane force wind gusts. So this is going to be very similar to the storms, unfortunately, that rolled through last week and knocked out power to 170,000 people. So this is the reason why we are cutting into programming this evening, once again tracking some very strong thunderstorms. So we're going to look for our velocity signatures here, some strong winds just to the south of that. Man, Caesar, I'm going to get you to dive into the winds just to the south of where the tornado warning is in just a second. Give us some queries there. But this is a very significant thunderstorm that is producing some rotation here. And I'm going to circle the rotation signature area here. Now it's going to be all of this. So you can see some of that is technically outside of the warning, but this is moving towards the northeast. So if folks that are in Westminster, this is going to be pushing into your community momentarily. I want to put a tracker on the area of rotation, keeping in mind that this is a less populated part of the region here. So this is going to be pushing into Hampstead in roughly 21 minutes, Manchester in 23 minutes. So a very intense thunderstorm. You can see lots of lightning strikes, nearly 100 strikes just within the last couple of minutes or so. So a very developing thunderstorm that is producing some strong wind in addition to this rotation signature that is moving through Carroll County. You got something for us, Caesar?
Yes, Patrick. So we do have, looking at what that one area just south of where the tornado warning is, well, it looks like it's going to be part of a just small downburst. So as we look here a little bit closer at radar with our velocity signature, reading and picking up at 41 mile an hour winds right now. And that's probably, again, just the downdraft making itself just evident. So areas around Academy Acres and Bloom here, we can expect to see that it's getting pretty gusty out there. Not to severe thunderstorm level strength just yet, but then again, this is pretty far from the radar, so could see some of that those winds really dropping down as a thunderstorm matures. It allows itself to kind of build in and get a little bit stronger as it progresses. Let's take another look at what the newest scan has here as we click into some of these wind speeds, really. So still around 40 miles an hour. Again, pretty gusty winds out there, and those could easily pick up small plastic tables and move them around, as well as patio furniture that isn't really made out of metal or anything heavier. Could also be making it kind of difficult to see some of the roads if you're out there driving, because you are getting quite heavy rain still going on. Let's just take a look at velocity as well. Over at reflectivity, basically just seeing how heavy the rain is coming down, and it's still quite heavy in a few areas. Not going to see a lot of hail in this because of the fact that these updrafts, while they are strong enough to get a little bit of spin, not seeing a lot of that energy to keep the hailstones in there. So as it makes its fall down, ends up reaching towards the ground and just becoming really heavy rain. That's why we still have that flood watch in effect for the rest of this evening, actually, with these storms making their way through. So low-lying areas, small streams, and also roadways, urbanized areas can see a bit of that flash flooding with some of these heavier cells. So Patrick, that's going to be one thing that we're going to be watching throughout the night tonight, isn't it? It's going to be this heavy rainfall that could reach up to 1 to 2 inches per hour.
Yeah, Caesar, these thunderstorms are capable of producing all severe weather modes. If you step outside, it is very sticky out there. You can see a cluster of lightning around this thunderstorm here. And there is a severe thunderstorm warning that is including that area where the rotation is, that is stretching all the way into Eldersburg, Milford Mill, Reisterstown. You have some pretty strong rain that's moving in. Obviously, we're laser focused on the tornado warned portion of this cell because that is our most imminent threat. But keeping in mind that the rotation is one thing. A rotating thunderstorm is definitely something for us to monitor, but there are already estimates of winds that have been gusting 70 miles per hour outside of where the tornado warning is. So last week, you all showed us your videos, you showed us your images, you showed us a lot of your damage, and lots of folks on social media were questioning this had to be a tornado, and we were like, no, it's not. This was a downburst that produced some straight line winds, and unfortunately, straight line winds gusting 70 miles per hour can do the same damage as an EF0 or EF1 tornado. So you have to kind of take these type of events seriously. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to put you back in the mode that you're used to looking at whenever we look at our reflectivity. And you can kind of see that cluster of storms right here pushing into Carroll County right now. I'm going to turn off my lightning just for a second. Just so that I can get a better look at the line of that storm. And what I'm going to first do is track out the tornado warned portion of the thunderstorm. And then we're going to track out these strong winds that are pushing out. You can kind of see this bowing here that's indicating winds that are going forward at a very high speed. So let's track out the tornado warned portion of the cell one more time. We're going to get a few more communities embedded in this time here. So we'll use our different tracker here and we'll track out this line right about here, and we'll move it in the direction of that polygon and get a few more locations embedded. So that's going to throw Westminster there. Westminster, you're looking out to the west and you're picking up on some light drizzle right now, but you can see those ominous dark clouds that you saw just a week ago. That's starting to move into your neck of the woods. Now is the time for you to get into that safe space. Hampstead and Manchester, you still have roughly 25 to 30 minutes. We oftentimes talk about safe a place here, and it's easy to kind of forget. Your number one go-to, if you have a house that has a downstairs, you have a basement, that's going to be your safest bet. If anything happens, a tree limb falls on the roof of the house, you are going to be safe from that. Your secondary location is going to be in an interior room. You can see this bathroom. It's near the middle of the house. It's away from all of the exterior walls, all of the doors and windows. That's a safe place. My apartment, that's going to be a walk-in closet. But for you, that could be something as a bathroom. It could be that coat closet that's right underneath the stairs if you have a second floor in your house. All of those places are going to be your number one go-to. If you're in a two-story house, you're going to want to find a safe space on the first floor of the house. This is going to be for everyone that's in portions of northern Carroll County, but just based off of what we saw last week with these thunderstorms, we not only have to worry about this tornado cell portion of it, we have all of this to look at. So I'm going to track this out. Meanwhile, Caesar, can you look in the National Weather Service chat? I know we had a lot of reports already coming in from Frederick County. While I track out this bottom part of the storm, can you see if there are any reports that are coming in from Carroll County? And if not, let us know what we saw coming from, I'm going to redraw this.
Certainly, Patrick.
Let us know what we saw coming from Carroll County. So I'll draw this out along this line, and it is moving generally towards the east with a little bit of a northeasterly component. So I'm going to turn this off. And that's going to give us a look at where this is headed. Holbrook has roughly 6 minutes. This is going to be pushing into Reisterstown in about 10 minutes. So even if you're not getting the rotating part of the thunderstorm, Reisterstown, Randallstown, you're about to get some 70 miles per hour estimated winds pushing into your door, as well as Owings Mills. You're about 15 minutes out. This is going to push into Pikesville and Butler in roughly 20 to 25 minutes. So this is giving you all time, all place. And remember, with the pictures and the images that we saw last week from thunderstorms that were producing similar wind gusts, that is enough to topple trees, and that's reason enough for you to get into your safe space as this thunderstorm is already producing some considerable damage. Caesar?
Well, Patrick, certainly that is going to be one of the biggest concerns right now. Even though you may not get necessarily a tornado warning or just the regular severe thunderstorm warning as we have here, sometimes they may be embedded inside one of another. Our grounds are so saturated at the moment because of how much rain we've already had. It would allow any kind of dug-in pole or tree to be in that loose soil, and any wind that comes up that's 60 miles an hour or greater could end up then toppling those kinds of objects and creating damage. So again, it is best to seek shelter, and of course, if you are within any of the polygons throughout this evening, to make sure you just head into your safe space. That is the area inside furthest away from windows, as Patrick has mentioned. Again, we're not seeing much in reports yet here over in Carroll County, but from this storm previously moving through Frederick County, seeing that we have already a few trees knocked down around Liberty Road and Old Liberty Road, also by Mount Pleasant. Also have seen that there have been a few trees knocked down as well over in Libertytown, right there by Walnut Street and Jones Road. So these storms mean business. As we look continuing to see where this is all going through right now, it is one segment of storm cluster. It's a cluster of storms really that's moving in I want to say it's an east-northeast fashion. So again, that's why the one tornado warning that is now it's closer to Westminster continues to move in that direction. That's usually where we'll see some of the rotation in these storm systems. These storm types, a cluster of storms like this, a squall line will have vortices at the end, basically just areas of spin. So that's where we see that rotation really just hanging around and still moving through our area. It is still moving at about 35 miles per hour. So keeping that in mind, we are going to again look at this one quick track and see where the next few spots will be and the timings that they'll get there. So areas like Westminster, of course, we have about 3 more minutes. So that'll be 4:15. If you're watching us on social media or online, there is that delay sometimes. So again, it'll be there by about 4:15, 4:13. And then for Hampstead and Manchester, you can expect this closer towards around 4:30 with this one storm that is moving through. We could see right here that we do have quite a lot of rain going on in certain parts of our area, but again, that is something that we keep in mind because of how saturated our soils are. We are expecting to see that we could have still flooding as a threat as well. With that flooding, it can impact not only your evening commute home, but also you could end up seeing very soggy areas that end up making it impassable in certain spots. So if you do encounter a roadway that is flooded, please make sure to end up turning around and don't drown, because it only takes about half a foot to wash someone off their feet, but then for a car, it could be about 18 inches, and then that would lift any mid-size sedan and even small SUV off of their wheels and continuing down with the flow. So Patrick,
it looks like they redrew that tornado warning behind you. So it looks
yes, definitely. Let's go ahead, Patrick. I'll let you take over on that one as I get a new box up for us.
Cool deal. Looks like what they're doing here is they're extending that warning. I'm going to go ahead and press pause here and dive into that area. That's now extending into portions of northwestern Baltimore County. Looks like that is actually a separate warning.
Yes, it is a separate warning. It looks like
a new cell that is developing here. Let's try to get a different view here. Still not getting a great image on some of that rotation here. We can try a different radar site. A lot of times we can get a different vantage point on what they're looking at. That one didn't work for me either, didn't give me a better look here. Still having trouble finding the rotation signature, Caesar, in that second warning. So
yeah,
the BWI radar will help me out.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think what's going on with this is that they just may have issued a second box polygon for this, just due to the fact that this storm is continuing to move upstream. So as that is going on, they don't want to necessarily expire the old warning that still encompasses this cell that is tornado warned. So they just issue a new one as a continuation so that you can be prepared without having to change the previous warning beforehand. You can see here that we have quite a lot of rain going on over towards, I want to say, it looks right there by
it's Cockeys Mills Road. Trying to get the producer to give me give me a town for that marker there.
No, but you can see just how heavy that rain is. The wind is blowing. It's making it very hard to see. If you've driven through conditions like this, you can know that your visibility can drop just to a couple hundred feet. So you want to slow down. Make sure you turn on your headlights and use your wipers. Of course, that's going to be a given, but do not speed during this time. You can hydroplane very easily. It takes very little water, especially if you do not have the right tires anymore. Like if you start to have less tread on there, you could end up hydroplaning, creating an accident and injuring not only yourself, but then many people behind us. We can see that it's quite strong winds going on at the moment here, Patrick, through this one camera.
This is Ricerstown, Owings Mills area. So that's that lead edge that is starting to move in. Once again, even though this is not exactly where the rotation is, this is where the strong wind is. And this almost looks very eerily similar to a downburst that could be happening in that area. So once again, a tornado is a big deal because it's a rotating thunderstorm and it does a very large amount of damage to a small area. But when you get these downbursts, you get these straight line wind events, you can see this happen over a large scale area, and you have near hurricane force wind gusts sometimes embedded in these storms. So definitely a reason to be concerned as we are tracking not only a tornado warning in portions of Baltimore County, but also some strong winds. So what I want to do real quick is do a reset because we've been at this for roughly 15 minutes or so. If you are just joining us, we are cutting into programming because we are tracking severe weather. We originally cut in because we had a tornado warning. Now we're dealing with a series of tornado warnings. It essentially is being extended into Baltimore, northwestern Baltimore County. But also we have severe thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms that are producing 70 miles per hour wind gusts. So that's enough to easily knock down trees. Our grounds are saturated because we've picked up anywhere from 5 to 7 inches of rain so far this month, depending on which part of the state you're in. And then we have another storm that's right now pushing through Germantown, but that is angling more so towards the city of Baltimore. So we have to deal with this first cluster of storms that's moving towards the northeast that's going to eclipse our northernmost communities. And then we have this secondary cell that is angling more so for the heart of Baltimore. And that cell's still a little bit of ways, but you can see some showers right now starting to move into some of our southwestern communities, folks that are in Howard County, picking up on some of that action. But to give you some brand new information, we're going to dive into the tornado warning cell. Once again, Carroll County and northwestern Baltimore County, folks that are in the Westminster area, you're under the original warning. And then now this is moving into Manchester and Hampstead, and that's going to eclipse the northeastern corner of Baltimore County. The rotation signatures have not been as bright as some of the other ones that we've seen in the past, but there is some weak low-level rotation there. There's also some shear. The shear isn't as impressive as it's been in the past, and we're looking at small hail cores. We still want you to treat this seriously, but what we're seeing right now is a broadly rotating thunderstorm, to say the very least. Nothing that is concise, nothing that is compact. That's good news, but there is still some strong winds embedded in here. We still want you to treat this like this could be life-threatening. We still want you to get into that safe space. We still want you to just listen to us we're streaming this not only over our airwaves and on our Roku channel, but we're also streaming this live on our Facebook channel. So you can go to Facebook, add us as a friend, and you can actually get the same coverage, but from the safety of that safe space until this thunderstorm moves through. And I suggest folks that are in Baltimore County do this as well as areas that are outside of the tornado warning, because once again, you just saw some of the images from Reisterstown of that heavy rain coming down and those strong winds. You could see literally like the winds just coming down. When winds come out of the sky, when we call those downbursts, when they come out of the sky, they hit the ground and they just don't stop there. Unfortunately, the force isn't great enough to make it go in the ground. It ends up going out. And that's how you get that strong gust of wind. It's normally a cooling wind. I think last week, one of our colleagues, Glenda, went outside and she was like, Patrick, it just got cold. It was hot, humid, sticky, and then you got a good downburst of wind, and that really just drops those temperatures. Unfortunately, that's some strong wind, and that's where a lot of that damage occurs. So concerned for not only these areas that are under these tornado warnings, but also areas that are downwind under this severe thunderstorm warning. And I'm going to zoom into the bottom tail of that and try to get some wind estimates here just so that you can get an idea of what we're seeing here. We're looking at storm relative velocity here and then looking at just regular velocity. You can see some of those stronger winds right now moving through the Reisterstown, Owings Mills area. So if we can pull that camera back up, I would love to see what it looks like now that that wind is really starting to cross over. That was 795, I believe. 795 was cool deal. Thank you so much. So that's going to be coming for us in just a second, but that's where some of that heaviest rain is. You can see the deeper reds. That bowing here is letting us know where those strong winds are. And you can see out in the distance that you can see where you look straight ahead, some of that rain coming down a bit heavy out there. Folks are slowing down. Looks like folks have pulled over to the side of the road. Hopefully that's not an accident, and that's just folks being precautious. But you can see as these cars are rolling down the interstate, they are leaving a mess of water in their trails because the rain came down so fast. It has those grounds very sogged and saturated. So definitely concerns for folks that are out driving around. It's about to be time for folks to head home, and we have that line of storms moving into portions of Baltimore County that is going to be a little bit more populated than some of those communities out to the west. So reasons for us to stay dialed in. Looks like the National Weather Service redrew that polygon while we were diving in. We're only dealing with one right now. We lost the original warning. Still picking up on a very, very weak rotational signature here. It's going to be in this Manchester, Hampstead area. That's the only place that's kind of somewhat rotating, and it looks to be a little bit broader and weaker. Nonetheless, some pretty strong winds are embedded here, and that's reasons enough for us to continue to track this. Caesar, are we getting any, looks like some other better news here. This cell that's moving through Germantown that was severe warned, that has been allowed to expire, but that's still a line of storms that's going to be moving into the Baltimore metro. So we still have to watch that.
Yeah, so the National Weather Service actually has expired that warning so that it's no longer severe warned, but we know that these storms cycle. We have a lot of energy out in our atmosphere, and that's why we still need to be present and focused on that. And while yes, we do have that one tornado warning up towards the northern parts of Carroll County, I want to look at this one right here over by Owings Mill and Garrison. It looks like we are starting to see some small rotation within the larger bed of stronger winds here right there by Garrison. So nothing warned yet, but still something to keep an eye out on, because this could then also lead to strong gusty downbursts, which could end up creating some damage for us once again. So we'll zoom on out again and kind of just look at what else is going on here in terms of our line of storms still moving through. It is moving in that east-northeast fashion. Still have that one warning over now parts of Manchester as well as Hampstead, and then just down the line of it, of course, as it crosses the Mason-Dixon line, we'll see that New Freedom is going to be in pretty, I think they can have a warning later on pop up for them as well. So then again, it isn't part of our viewing area anymore, but again, still very close to that Maryland line where we still broadcast, and of course would still have concern for homes out there as well. Let's take a look at velocity as the newest scan came in. It looks like we're cycling a little bit. It's in between both Hampstead and Manchester right now. We can see that we have that one area of very, very weak rotation. I just circled it right there. And it looks as if we have that going on for the moment, and that's why we still have this warning in place, the polygon including both the city of Manchester and Hampstead, because it is a little farther away from the radar site, so it is a little bit more elevated into the atmosphere, but we could still have a tornado on the ground. Haven't seen any kind of indication of that just yet, just this very small weak rotation that has been really plaguing us for the last few minutes. That's why we've still been on air. So again, if you are right there in between Hampstead and Manchester, or just upstream of this to the northeast around areas, let's see some of the smaller neighborhoods here like Archbow Valley, as well as Highview Estates and Pretty Boy Trails, Breezy Hill Estates, areas like that, you're gonna wanna make sure that you get into your safe space and get into a room that is as inside and as low as possible. So if that's a basement for you, if that is an inside closet, if you have a safe room in general, that would be the best, as well as also making sure that you bring something that'll be able to cover your head, maybe a pillow. A helmet is best. If you have bike helmets, it's the best thing you can do. Pop them on, hang out in your basement, hang out in your bathroom if you're in an apartment, or if you're in a single level home, get into a indoor closet or bathroom, very little windows as possible, and as low as to the floor as you can get, and that way you are still in your best position to weather out this storm. And of course, make sure that if you need to turn up the volume on the TV if you haven't lost power out yet, make sure that you also end up bringing your phone in with you so you can continue streaming us here online, or if you have the Roku app as well, then you can use that to continue watching storm coverage as well. Again, just remember that there is a little bit of a delay, so we'll make sure that we try to at least state times so that you can also keep up to date with what the latest information is for us. So right now, still seeing this one small weak rotation on velocity, but otherwise it's still cycling in and out. So that's where we'll see that the rotation tightens and loosens up and becomes more broad, as Patrick has been mentioning, we've seen with some of these storms.
Yeah, it's been a very active day on radar, and that's going to be our story for the next few hours. If you were just joining us, just to do a quick recap, there is a line of storms that is pushing into the area. We've tracked 2 tornado warning cells over the course of the last 40 minutes, give or take. We noticed before this storm started rotating that there was some strong wind embedded in it. Radar was estimating winds gusting 70 miles per hour, and you can see that now, that tornado warning now extended into the northwestern corner of Baltimore County, and that's going to be moving northeasterly. So you can expect this to actually push into portions of southern Pennsylvania. In addition to that, the National Weather Service has extended that severe thunderstorm warning, that line of storms that was pushing through the Reisterstown, Owings Mills area, producing heavy rain and strong winds. It looked like we just got a new tornado warning
Patrick, we just did.
embedded. That's going to include where we are now, which may be the reason why I was just flashing. So this is going to be northern Baltimore County. This is going to be the Towson area.
Just north of Towson, Lutherville, Mays Chapel, and Cockeysville is what we have going on so far right now. And they did cancel the other one that was over in northeastern Carroll County. So this is the one warning that we do have, Patrick.
Yeah, so I'm picking up on a pretty good, this is going to be a better signature than what we were seeing earlier, so I'm going to try to circle it for you. This is going to be in that Mays Chapel area. You can see those reds and those greens very tightly correlated together here. That's where we're picking up on that rotation signature, and that's moving towards the northeast. So Cockeysville, you're included in that. Timonium, that is going to be in your area as well, moving towards the north and east. So folks that are in Jacksonville, Baldwin, this is going to be potentially impacting you momentarily. So what I'm going to do here is zoom out just a little bit because I do want to track this out for some folks, give some people some lead time on where we're seeing the rotation and where it's headed. So I'm going to do this line here and track this out towards the north and east. I probably could have put a few more communities in there. But this is heading into Lutherville, Timonium, roughly 3 to 5 minutes. So now you need to be bunkering down into your safe place. Cockeysville, this is roughly 5 minutes away from you. This is going to be moving into Merriman's Mill in roughly 15 minutes. And if this rotation holds together, we're going to have a tornado warned cell pushing into the Jacksonville and Sweet Air areas in roughly 20 minutes. So once again, we've been tracking multiple tornado warned cells across our area this afternoon, and this continues to be the case. Thankfully, a lot of our other parameters embedded in this particular cell isn't overly impressive. There isn't as much of a hail core, but there is some heavy rain here. So this is going to be very hard to spot. Looking outside, looking out the window, especially if you're spotting this from the south or from the west or from the north, because that rain is wrapping around it. You'll maybe be able to look from the east to the west to see this, but that's just not going to be ideal. Your ideal thing to do right now is going to be to shelter in place. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because I need to see more neighborhoods. I want to see more communities to try to get an idea of exactly where this rotation signature is. And you can see it, that Mays Chapel area, and just to the west, this is moving towards Lutherville, picking up that rotation in multiple different parameters. Also a decent shear signature in that same area. So anytime you see that shear signature co-located with the areas that we're seeing those contrasting colors, remember radar lessons 101 that we give you whenever we have these type of events. So here's a look at 83 and 695, and you can see the rain does not stop. The rain is getting heavy, especially the further out you look here. These showers have put a downpour on the roads, slippery travel conditions with thunderstorms that are rotating, just not the ideal scenario for the evening commute. So roughly 20, 30 minutes out. If you have a relative or friend that's working in the city and going to be commuting out within momentarily, maybe a good idea to send them a text and tell them to hold tight. Wait for this first round of cells to move through. Once again, this Mays Chapel, Lutherville area in between Cockeysville is where we're seeing this strongest rotation signature right now on radar. It's also where we're seeing that shear the greatest. It's shifted a little bit, but you can see once again tracking multiple warnings at this hour, and our greatest threat right now continues to be this rotating thunderstorm that is now to the south of the cell that we were tracking earlier. So if you were with us roughly 5 minutes ago, we had two tornado warnings in northern Baltimore, northern Carroll County. Now we're primarily focused on this cell right now that is pushing into the Timonium, Lutherville, Cockeysville, Mays Chapel area. So all of these communities right now, you are under the gun for this, the strongest part of this thunderstorm. Anything in the chat?
Well,
oh,
Patrick,
Cockeysville, man, look at that. It is coming down in sheets.
That is a sheet of rain, and it is coming down heavy. Yeah, so Patrick, so far right now in chat, not seeing a lot. Of course, they did issue that one. We did get a report of that is in Warren County, but just in general, to see the magnitude of these storms, the atmosphere throughout the entire mid-Atlantic is all very, very ripe for storms. So we're seeing storm reports now as well down in parts of Virginia, in northern Virginia, that is now
You can
getting
see the wind
as well.
shaking the
Wow,
camera
yeah.
every couple of minutes if you look hard enough, and you can even see it sway in those trees.
Oh yeah, you can
so
see,
once again,
you can also see the rain. Like usually when it's this heavy, you don't always see the rain moving around, but you can see some of the raindrops sweeping. That was just a lightning strike right there.
too.
You got lightning as well in these storms, showing just how strong they are. Not necessarily a big indicator of strength for these storms, but they go pretty well hand in hand. If a storm is producing a lot of lightning, it's usually a stronger cell. It's usually more on the mature side. You usually have robust updrafts and a lot of cold air making its way in, which allows for that lightning to form. Let's take a look at what we have going on in our radar. Of course, we still have that one warning over towards parts of Baltimore County. So yes, Mays Chapel and Cockeysville, we're under this. Make sure you're in your safe space and that it is the lowest floor, as well as an area that has no outside windows, and again, as low as possible as you can. If you can go into a basement, it's even better. Looking at our rotation here with velocity, yet again, we're still seeing that tight rotation still over parts of that polygon, more in the center now, over towards parts of Mays Chapel. But another area here I want to focus on too is this one piece of the storm that is just over parts of Baltimore City. It's here, right around here. This is another area of concern for myself, that I am seeing a little bit of rotation here as well. So again, nothing warned just yet, but out of precaution, if you're within the city and closer towards parts of, I want to say, the northern parts of Baltimore City, and some of the neighborhoods, like, let's get in a little closer. Oh, all right. So where we are closer, I want to say towards parts of Highway 25, Hargrove Alley, areas right around there. If you can, just take precaution, get inside into a enclosed area. Of course, if you're outside, it's raining right now, so seek shelter. Make sure that you can get at least out of the rain and away from some of the lightning. But we are still seeing that signature of some rotation very loosely.
Looks like
but
they just expired it,
okay,
maybe?
it looks like they just expired it. Let's double check chat with us. Yes, they have canceled that warning. I'm assuming it's due to just the more loose ends of rotation. Not seeing a lot, but again, we're still seeing very strong winds over just to the north of Cockeysville. But again, Patrick, I'll let you sign off here.
Yeah, query those winds real quick, though.
I'll
query those winds real quick. Because we have some very strong winds that are moving through portions of northern Baltimore County. We're going to stop our live coverage of this over the air. Prepare for the show to get you some more information. But there's some strong winds embedded in this. That's 65 miles per hour wind gust.
Yeah, 64
like
right now is what it's saying right there.
So
and of
that's
course,
in one location. Some locations are going to be gusting a little bit higher than that. This is typically one of those thunderstorms that ends up becoming a considerable threat, producing 70 miles per hour wind gusts at its strongest. So we definitely have to watch it, because it looks like this part of the thunderstorm is still in its growing phase. So we're going to continue to cover this behind the scenes. Our live newscast starts in roughly 26 minutes, so you can catch us there, of course. But for now, we're going to sign out. Have a good day, and we'll see you in 26 minutes.